Hey there guys, I'm Dicebag and I make self-published tabletop games for fun. Today I'm going to be critiquing a Polteageist V-Box from the Pokemon trading card game, and we're going to talk a little bit about game design in the process. So what have we got here? First off, let's check out the back. Brew up a battle with Polteageist V. Sometimes a Pokemon is just a bit more refined and ghostly than you expect, such as Polteageist V, shaped like a teapot and filled with a strong brew indeed. In this box you'll find that sophisticated black tea Pokemon in two sizes, together with treasures from a handful of Pokemon TCG booster packs. And we can see it includes one foil card featuring Polteageist V, one oversized card for display, 4 booster packs, and a code card for the online trading card game. So let's dig right in and we'll take a look and I'll tell you what I think. So let's get this out of the way and pull this apart. Alright. Well, that's a pleasant surprise actually. This is not attached to the top one, which always gave me a hard time trying to get it out without denting up the sides with the way they put it in. So that's a pleasant surprise that they changed that. It is still kind of warped, but I mean, nobody cares about these things as far as I can tell. So we're just gonna set this guy off to the side. Now this is stuck in there. Wait. What do we have here? It's been a while since I opened one of these things. Oh, hell yeah. It just pops right out. That's nice. That's real nice. You don't have to fiddle with the plastic to try and pull it out when it's kind of jammed in there. Don't have to damage the card at all. That's nice to see. So there's the regular card, but we'll take a look at the big one because it's easier to see. So this guy, the Pokemon V cards. I hadn't seen one of these for a long time because I was just opening packs and not really trying to research anything. I don't really play Pokemon much at all. But I did notice one thing when I checked this out. It basically seems to be the exact same mechanic as the Pokemon EX they had like 15 years ago. It's a basic Pokemon, but it's stronger than a regular one, and when it's knocked out, your opponent takes 2 prize cards. I can't find anything that sets it apart from the EX guys. And even the VMAX cards, apparently they're just Mega Evolutions. They're MEX cards. Just they put a different letter at the end of it. I don't know what's up with that. And really, it kind of goes back to a problem I have with the current generation of Pokemon in general, in that they had Mega Evolution, and it was a great thing that a lot of people liked. But then they just did away with it, and they made this stupid Dynamax thing. And it's like, okay, it's like super big Mega Evolutions, but only for 3 turns, and they also have Z moves, but they basically took meme stuff and tried to make a mechanic out of it. It's a really bad way to design anything. And as you can see, the way it transports into the card game is basically the exact same as Mega Evolution. So I don't know what they were thinking there. But let's take a look at what he's got. He's got Teapot of Surprises. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if it's knocked out, choose a random card from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals that card and puts it on the bottom of their deck. So it's a little bit of card destruction from your hand. I guess it seems like with Pokemon it's really easy to get things out of your discard pile, so maybe putting it at the bottom of the deck is a better thing. Anyways, for 3 energy, he's got 100 attack of Mind Bend. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Okay. The thing about Pokemon is that it suffers from a very simple system in general, so there's not a whole lot of design space. And that's something that really holds Pokemon back as a game, in my opinion. So let's take a look at what we've got here. What do we get in the actual packs here? We've got 1 Rebel Clash, 2 Rebel Clash, Sword and Shield, just basic, and Steam Siege. So I'm not sure if that's what they all are, but this one seems, I think it's one of an older one. It's XY. That's like 2 generations ago. Now let's open this one up first then. Let's take a look at what we can get out of it. Alright, we get a Yanma, Apom, Clauncher, Fletchling, Seedot, and Reverse Foil Litwick. He's one of my favorite Pokemon just because, I don't know, I like him. Samurott, doesn't seem like there's much special in this pack. This is our rare here. Doesn't seem especially great. Anyways, Armor Fossil, Braviary, and Nuzleaf, and then the code card. Nothing too spectacular there. And then let's open up the regular old Sword and Shield pack. We should take a whiff of these. Oh yeah. As usual, Pokemon card game packs, they have that smell of nostalgia to them. I swear they've smelled the same since I was a little kid. Ooh, we got a special border in here. So what have we got? Meowth? Galarian Meowth, excuse me. Now here's another thing that bugs me about the current generation. They do these regional forms, but they don't really look anything like the original. Like, they had the Alolan Meowth, and that looked like a Meowth. This does not look like a Meowth. It looks like some kind of gremlin thing. And, you know, I think if you're going to make variations on the same Pokemon, then they should basically have the same design elements. The only thing this shares with the original Meowth is that thing on its head, the coin. Except it's not even shiny like the original. It's all black. I don't get it. You could have just made it a different Pokemon altogether. Anyways, Wooloo. Okay, typical sheep. I mean, it's not very exciting. It's not offensive. Sizzlipede, or Sizzlipede. Yeah, I'm not familiar with a lot of these newer ones, as you may have been able to tell. Yeah, I don't know too much about this guy. I guess he's fire, obviously, probably an insect or bug type as well. Grookey, one of the better starters of this generation. I think he's probably the best one, in my opinion. Sobble, second best. And Rare Candy for the reverse foil. I gotta say the foiling on these Sword and Shield ones are not all that great. Like, it's got that texture on it, and that's nice, but you can hardly see any like of the rainbow coloration that they usually have with foils. Try as hard as you might, you have to get it at a very precise angle to see any color to it, and that just kind of bugs me. Anyways, what's this? Ooh, we've got the something weird there. Something weird about the texture on that. Yeah, that's weird. It has like a... The foiled parts are actually more matte feeling than the rest of it. That's that's odd. Anyways, we've got a Pokemon V here. Of course, I open the V box and I pull a V from one of the packs, but any other time, I don't pull any of them. Anyways, now this is another thing that kind of bugged me, that for the generation, the legendaries just, what, like dog with a sword and dog with a shield around its face? That strikes me as being very lazy. And we've seen dogs with swords in their mouths before. That's nothing new. It's not very original, and it's not very interesting, and I just don't like it. But it's a cool looking card though. And Steel Energy, Citrus Berry, Quillfish, and an Energy Switch. And last of all, well, almost last, the Rebel Clash boosters. I should be trying to open these perfectly. Oh, we got another special border there. Stuffle, I forget. Yeah, he's from Gen 7. The one before the current one. Coughing. Yeah, I haven't seen the Galarian wheezing yet. I haven't noticed if there's a Galarian coughing, but I suppose they would have made that the coughing for this set, if there was one. Now, Impanimp, this is another one that just seems kind of goofy to me. I'm not very fond of him. Shinx, classic from several generations ago. Sandygast, I kind of like these whole ghosts possessing objects Pokemon for some reason. I'm not sure why, but they resonate me on some level. Now, Leona, that is our reverse foil, and again, not very shiny. But let's see. You can play this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Your opponent reveals their hand. Put a trainer card you find there on the bottom of their deck. Now, it seems like a very costly card to play, but again, Pokemon has a weird thing where there's no resources, really. There's no universal resource for all the cards, which is kind of what makes it such a weird game. Because there's just not much design space. With Magic, say, you can have something that, say Lightning Bolt, deals 3 damage, 1 mana, it's an instant. You can take that, put an extra mana on it, and then add an extra effect, and they're both kind of balanced together. But this, like, there's just not much you can do. And another Pokemon V. What have we got here? Copperaja. Now this, I've seen these guys around, these elephant Pokemon in the new generation, and it seems kind of out of place because it's supposed to be based on the UK, right? So why they got elephants? I don't get it. But whatever. The design's not bad. I mean, it looks alright. What's he got? Adamantine Press. 90 damage, 3 energy. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. And Rack Down for 4 energy, 180 damage. Pretty beefy. He's got a 4 retreat cost. That might be the most I've ever seen on a retreat cost. But I'm not exactly up to speed with the entire game anyways. And we got Beware. Well, that goes right with the Stuffle, doesn't it? Nice little matching pair there. Speed Energy. Hello. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides electric energy, and when you attach this card from your hand to a Pokemon, draw 2 cards. Oh, that's pretty neat. And last one, Pelipper. Now, the final booster pack. Let's see if we can get this perfectly opened. Ooh, ooh, oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, that is pressurized nostalgia smell right there. Let's dig right in. Look at that. Does this set have one in every single pack or what? Does the Sword and Shield just put those all over the place? Because we got another one. Okay, well. So, what is that name? Squabet? Okay. He seems to like his berries, huh? So, I guess this is the generic rodent that you find in your early game woods for this generation. And next up we got Galarian Mr. Mime, who is, I don't know, Jinx? Half Jinx? I don't know. I don't know what's up with him. Why did they make him ice? I don't know anything about Mr. Mime that indicated he should have been ice. I don't get this generation. I got every generation up to this one, but not this one. They dropped the ball. They appealed to normies. That's the problem. And Caterpie. Good old Caterpie. He's got adaptive evolution. I never heard of that. This Pokemon can evolve during your first turn or the turn you play it. Okay, so he can go into Metapod right away. I'm sure that's really useful. Barboach. Okay, typical fish Pokemon. Deals 10 damage. Wow. I mean, like, you couldn't even be bothered to, like, increase the font size on that guy when it's the only thing on the card. Yeah, alright. I don't often call the Pokemon card game lazy on the visuals, but that definitely is. And basically the same thing over here. Arrokuda. Never heard of that one. It must be from Gen 8. But, I don't know, it's an inoffensive fish Pokemon. I kind of hate how many fish Pokemon there are. It just seems like too easy of a design space. And plus, how often do your Pokemon battles take place in water? Not that often. It's a little bit immersion breaking when you've got, you know, fish fighting around on land. That's just a little pet peeve. Ooh, Spiritomb is our reverse foil. Jeez, that foiling is so lackluster, you can't even tell it's shiny. Even off the camera, you can barely see anything shining on it. Man, that's such a disappointment. I thought Pokemon really had their foils down, but the Sword and Shield stuff is really lackluster in general. I mean, like the design, the foiling. That's an interesting piece of artwork, though. I kind of like that. I like the way that looks. They didn't skimp on the artwork, at least. Anyways, let's take a look at this guy. Splitting Spite. Discard the top card of each player's deck. Okay, so he can do a little milling. And Dripping Grudge. 2 energy, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon for each Pokemon in your discard pile. Okay, that seems potentially abusable, but don't quote me on that. I'm not a Pokemon master. And Cinderace V. Definitely the weakest starter in terms of design. And it's just so... It looks very babyish to me. I don't know. Too smooth and round. What's he got though? His ability is Field Runner. If a stadium is in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. Oh, that's cool. He can just run away whenever he wants. Alright. And for 3 energy, he can deal 140 damage with Crimson Legs. Alright. Nice, nice. That's definitely the weakest of the artworks of the V's I've pulled. And again, it's got that weird sleek and matte mixture between the foil and non-foil parts. And Phalanx. Okay, this is a weird one that I've seen going around in this generation, and I'm not sure what to think about it. It seems like it's a bunch of Pokemon stuck together, and I'm not too fond of those. And now that I look back, I always thought these were the eyes, but it looks like they've each got a pair of glowing eyes there. Okay. Yeah, it's a weird thing that I'm not completely down with. It doesn't really fit in my perception of what Pokemon are supposed to be in the world itself. So it really throws me for a loop in my immersion. Not that I pay much attention to immersion in a Pokemon type of game, but still. Anyways, Masquerain is another one. And our last one is a Nugget. You can play this card only if you drew it from your deck at the beginning of your turn before you put it into your hand. That's really narrow. And you get to draw 3 cards. Okay. Well, it's got a powerful effect. Very narrow usage, though. So let's take a look at what we pulled here. That's 4 Pokemon V's in total. That's pretty cool just from a rarity standpoint. Even if they are kind of boring designs, but still. Luck is pretty cool no matter how you slice it. So thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. You can also check out the games I've been designing myself. Just look for the links in the description, and I'll see you later.